Yerski, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy No Return MG back here with another banger per usual for you guys. As you guys know, there is a current market crash going on right now at the moment. If you don't know, I mean, you're kind of asleep. So what you guys should be doing is taking advantage of the market, sniping cards for cheap and selling them higher and really gaining a lot of MT. That's what you should be doing. But I know a lot of you guys are probably struggling, like, what filters are you guys using? What should I use? I'm going to give you a bare minimum couple filters that you can use to help yourself out in order to snipe a couple cards. Before I do get into it though, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe on the video, man. Well, like and comment on the video, but subscribe to your boy No Return MG, man. We're on the road to 2K subscribers. Y'all been showing super crazy amount of support recently, and I greatly do appreciate it, man. So I'm gonna keep on rolling this content out before I go on vacation. Also, I do got a Discord down in the description below, so if you do like my team, if you are confused, if you do want help from my community, I have over 800 people in the Discord, bro. Make sure y'all boys tap in and join the cord. Boom, there's a whole lot of filters to use though, so I'm going straight into it. I'm gonna give you guys a bare minimum thing, because I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm a sniping type of my team player, you know. I don't sit here and snipe all day. There are people who really are good at sniping and knowing what filters and content, but I'm gonna give you guys bare minimum ones you guys probably should be using. To start off, we're gonna go with diamonds. I'm just gonna go diamond, and you're gonna go maximum buyout to the cheapest buyout. This is basically like the bottom of the filter, so you're going to get probably some of the worst cards on here. But I will say, if you do use this filter can be really good, but you have to know prices. Like, these cards aren't very good. Some of the cards are a little higher, aren't very good, so you're gonna have to know the market somewhat for some of these cards. But during this, you will get snipes, like 100% you will get snipes. I don't suggest to go as high as I did. I just want to see what cards are popping up. You see Doug West, you see like I think this is a snipe, bro. I don't know if that's a snipe, but I feel like that might be a snipe. Sometimes you might take a risk, and sometimes you might, might take an L on the risk. But that Bobby Simmons, he's a new card, so I kind of I took that. I don't know if it's good, but we'll see right now. Bobby Simmons, diamond, we'll see what he's going for. He's definitely a buy now, so let's see what he is going for. He's going for like 10k. I got him for like 8k, so it's not much of a snipe, but you can make a little bit of MT on that. But you guys kind of got to know the market of like certain cards, what cards to buy, what cards not to buy. That wasn't much of a snipe. I mean, I'll make a little bit of MT, maybe like 1,000 or 2,000. It's not a lot, but it's still something. But you're gonna go diamond, and you go to the minimum, and you're basically want to refresh this filter. You'll definitely see cards pop up on this filter, because, like, once again, people are pulling packs, so you're gonna see cards pop up on here pretty often. So I'll try to go to the lowest, probably like 8, around like 8k ish. Just keep refreshing, keep scrolling. Even these cards, like if you see one for 5k, buy it. I mean, it's not much of a profit, like I said, but a profit is a profit, especially when you're starting the game. You want to be able to make MT, so just sit here, literally just keep refreshing, keep on going. Once again, bro, I'm not a person to sit here and snipe all day. I'm not a big fan of it. I think there's other things you could do that are maybe better for your time. But sniping is a good thing, man. I just wish sniping was more active. It's not as active as you would like, but it can be a good way to make MT. You just kind of got to know the market. So boom, you're selling these filters, you just keep on scrolling. Hopefully you get something to pop up, and if you're patient enough, I mean, you will see a card or two pop up on here. This is a good filter to start out. Next one, we're gonna go to pink diamond, and the same thing, we're gonna go to minimum, whatever the minimum is. I believe it's like 25 ish, I want to say. And you're gonna go to the minimum, and you're basically just gonna sit on this filter as well. The pink diamond one is probably gonna be a good one in terms of making MT. You just gotta know, once again, what filters or what cars go for what. As you can see, the filter, the bottom's like 30k. You could probably make a little bit off the steepness, but this is a good one right here. You could just sit on this one, just keep refreshing, keep going. You're gonna see a good amount of cars to pop up. Once again, you kind of gotta know the market. You gotta know the market. You gotta know what cars are good. You just gotta know, you know. I think this is a really good filter. I think this is really good. I personally haven't sat on this too much, but for certain, I have been getting a lot of pink diamond snipes. Like, my snipes that I've gotten during the market crash have big pink diamonds. I got a couple Rudy Gays. I got a couple random cars. Like, this is definitely one of the better filters, I would say. You're probably gonna make the most profit off this filter if you are patient and you're on it at the right time in the day. So this is definitely one I highly would suggest. You see that the filter is active. People are buying off this filter. People are picking up cars, but you just stay on here, keep on going. Hopefully you get something good to keep them refreshing. I want to get a snipe during this video so I can show you guys like how much I'm making. It's not going too well, as you can tell, but I do think this is a good filter. Another couple random filters that I do think are really good as well. It's gonna be super random, but a filter I'm really liking personally, DeAndre Ayton. DeAndre Ayton has been making me a lot of MT, and I like cards like DeAndre Ayton because he's an amethyst. So one, he's not gonna go for too much. He's like 15k ish, but right, if you are able to get a DeAndre Ayton for like under 10k, you're gonna make profit off of this. I think these mid-tier cards, some like certain cards like an amethyst to like ruby, if you could just sit on the filter and hopefully get like a cheaper Aiden, like you'll make a lot of MT, especially when people do like there's 50 pack openings that you can do, like a whole 50 box. So like people are gonna put cards up for cheap and they just want the MT. So if you are able to do this and get a card for cheap at their price, I think it's a good one. I probably made at least 50k off of DeAndre Ayton already. That's a good filter as well. Another card I've been looking at, Mario Chalmers. I personally do the cards that I think are just probably some of the better budget cards in the game. I think Mario Chalmers is still to this day probably the best budget point guard. I mean, no, I won't say the best, but for this price, he's gonna be the best. He's also very cheap as well. But you want cards that there's a little range that like you can make some MT. So the cheapest one right now is like 5k, but he's a ruby. So I sniped a couple ones for like around 2ish k. People just throwing them up. But if you can get them for cheap, I mean, I think this is a good price right here. Mario Chalmers is a good card. I mean, 25 over 25 total badges. Like if you could get one for like under 5k or under like 3k, which I mean, it's not gonna be the most active as you can tell, but like if you refresh every 5 minutes, you're gonna get like one every like 10 minutes. Like I've been getting good luck on this filter personally. I think this is really good. I'm liking this filter personally myself. So that's what I'm gonna go for this one. Another way you could look at that I've been liking myself, I go pink diamond small forward. We're gonna go around 30 something k. This is one that I've been liking as well for myself. I see a Richard Jefferson. I don't know if this is his price, but he's one of the newer cards, so I would assume he's pretty decent. Let me see what he is going for on the market. It's probably not too much, honestly, but that might not be the worst. Yeah, so he's going for around what, 42k. That one was about 37k. So I mean, you can make a little bit of profit on that. I like this one because I mean, there's not many small forwards in the game, or small forwards period, in terms of like on the whatever. So I mean, if you do pull one, I mean, there's a lot of options on here. Of course, there's like a couple poopers on the filter, like Wally, whoever we had before. We had Masburn. But if you are able to get a really good card on here, I think it's worth it to sit on this filter for a little bit. You just gotta know, like, don't get these cards. Hopefully you get something cheaper, but this small forward is really good as well. So this is a filter you can sit on. I've sat on this a couple of times. This is how I got my Rudy Gays personally, so I think this is a pretty calm filter as well. I do like this one quite a bit. Going on to the festival, I think the Myteam festival in general are good filters. If I could find them, I think both of them. You could go winter festival, honestly. You could go this festival, either or, man. I think they're both pretty good. You could go diamond. Let's see how is the cheapest diamond going for at the moment. These are the filters I've been staying on personally. I'm not gonna lie, that's what I've been liking. I don't know about you guys, but this is what I liked. So you could go here. You're not getting, I mean, it's not the most active filter, but if you are able to get somebody like a Caruso or something, I think that's very good. Same thing with pink diamond. You could go pink diamond, go up. Hopefully you could get something good. I like that filter as well. Another random filter that I've been eating on personally, I will tell you, if there's a really good budget card, like you could sit on their filter and you're gonna make a lot of MT. Just sit on the filter. Marcus Smart has been a guy I've been sitting on. I've been just flipping. He's in these Tista season packs, so I mean, you could sit on the filter and hopefully snipe Marcus Smart for a good price. At the moment, he's going for about what, I think like 20-ish k. I want to say he's going for about a little bit under 20k. So I mean, anything under like 13, 12K, you could pick up and get it for a good price. I sniped one on my no money spend account for about 12K. So this is the filter I've been personally sitting on and making a good amount of MT on this. I think any good budget card, if they're going for a decent price, I'll say like 10 to 15K, sit on the filter and you can make profit off of it, especially the test of season cards. Like, you could sit on this and really make a good amount of profit. I'll say the same thing goes for Rudy Gay. We're gonna go Rudy Gay Pink Diamond, also another filter that I've been liking. I think just the newer cards that are coming out and art in packs, like if you sit on their filter, you're bound to pull something good from it. Especially Rudy Gay. Like, Rudy Gay is such a good card. He's so good. So he's going for like 68. Like, you sit on the filter, once again, like, the thing about sniping, you're gonna have to sit on the filter for a while. But if you just sit on here, you get one for like under 60K. Anything under 60K, I mean, you can make a profit off of it. Rudy Gay is probably one of the better pink diamonds in the game. So if you want to sit on it, you could have a lot of success on it. So obviously, if you're a big bowl and you really feeling frisky, I mean, obviously you're gonna go Galaxy Opal buyout, and then you're just gonna refresh on this one. You're just gonna hope you get something. If you can't get something, I mean, hey, you're up. You're pretty much up. The problem with this filter is probably not gonna be very active. You might see one every maybe a couple hours if you're lucky, but the odds of you pulling something is like damn near slim to none. You just gotta sit here, hope you get a snipe. I'm not gonna sit here and say you can't get it. Like, I've seen people get snipes on here, man. A lot of it is luck and a lot of it is patience. But if you're a big bowler, you said I want to go all for nothing, this is not a bad option, man. It's not a bad option. I just think the odds of you getting something on here is you're probably not going to. You're gonna have to sit here and click all day. And the odds are you're probably not gonna get nothing. Not to like shatter your dreams or whatever, like, not to be that person, but you're probably not gonna get nothing, man. So let's just hope you do, but the odds, you're probably not. Another one that I have like quite a bit is storylines. I think the storylines player, you actually can make a good amount of MT if you are lucky. You could go to the cheapest, about like what, 15-ish K, and sit on this filter. You have like Dyson Daniels, you have Jared Allen, you have a couple cars who can go for a good amount. So I think this is a really good filter as well. You could get, like, I mean, Jalen Johnson. They got a couple cards on here, so you could go up, hopefully pull something. RJ is a really good card, so I mean, you could get a RJ Barry. There's a lot of good cards you could get on here for very cheap. Another filter you can really make profit on as well. But in general, the filters that I would suggest for you guys, number one, tis of season. I think the tis of season players, specifically, like, going through here, I think Rudy Gay, if you want to sit on the Rudy Gay filter, I think that's a really good filter. I think cards such as that will be really nice. I'm trying to look at other cards in here that you can make a decent profile. I think cards are good. Good budget cards are good. Like, I mean, Marcus Smart is a really good card. A really great budget card. I think Aiton's one of the best big man budget cards. So you could sit in that filter. Another card I didn't talk about as well, PJ Brown, is another card you could sit on his filter. He doesn't go for too much, but I mean, if you get him under 25, I mean, you're kind of getting a steal low key. So you can sit on this filter, 25K. Anything under, you could cop it. Just any filter that you see that's like relatively a good budget card, just sit on their filter and they're going to be active. You can buy one for cheap. I think it's very worth it, and these prices are going to go up because, once again, they're probably the better of the budget cards that are out, so you can make a good lot of profit off of that. Once again, I'm not the biggest sniper, but these are just a couple bare minimum filters you guys can do, and find out your own filters that work for you. There's going to be filters that I don't know about that you guys are using and that's working a lot for you, so find those filters that work for you and stay on them. Don't give them out. Don't give the sauce, because I low-key gave out a little bit of sauce that I've been using to get love from myself, but I love you guys, so I've been giving it to you guys. So let me know what you guys think about these filters. If you guys have been sniping, what's your best snipe? Let me know down in the comments below. I love you guys. More YouTube videos coming on the way. Yes sir, ski.